Hi friends, in Planet Earth Dating it's Sunday, February 21st, 2016. We have a great hubbub over here. There's some aspects of Ra, some aspects of Luce and Phil here in the Lynn-Life. We have Jack in the Jamie Body Mind and other teammates in other dimensions, most of us in the physical and most of us in the subatomic. And we're going to go with a foundational intention, which is to do what is ours to do right now in all dimensions to manifest the divine plan. The data very clearly continuing to show that what's needed is to provide a collective restart, since the hidden truth for almost everyone is, I don't want to do it, I don't want to live my soul plan, and you can't make me. And that is right. And that's why it's time to start again, all of us. And with that, the formally videoed portions of today's efforts begin.
I'm not sure whose eyes I'm looking out of right now, but I hear chaos sounds and scraping furniture like large things are being moved.
I believe it's in the control room of the Lynn-Life and therefore of the Search for Truth pillar.
Right, that's true.
And the big question on the table is what to do while the Ra, who has been in the leader's seat, is hopefully recovering. We hope he will recover.
That's true.
But he's definitely not workable right now because he looks kind of like a ball of jello that glows.
That's
a glowing
true.
Ball of gel, about as big as a grapefruit.
That's true.
So that's not workable. I think it's possible I'm the one who you've been calling President Ra at the microphone right now.
I think that's who you are.
And there's a Luce there who's looking like he's wondering whether he's going to have to take me out or
That's
take
true.
me down. And there's a Phil who looks like he's going to wet himself.
That's true.
And the question on the table actually is who is the best leader for all of us as a community.
That's true.
Right now. That Luce is positive that it isn't me.
Yeah, he's really clear about that.
And he says if I don't get out of that seat, he's going to do, I can't quite tell, but something.
Yeah, and like by the count of 5.
All right. And now Phil is getting back into the seat.
And I feel Phil's hands on the cable.
Now I'm starting to feel a little bit more like Phil.
Yeah.
So I'm supposed to say what I think. And what I think is this is completely unworkable. This is completely unworkable.
I think what I'm supposed to ask is something along the lines of, Phil, if you were the leader in this, just hypothetical, if you were the leader of this team in this moment, what would you do?
If I were the leader, well, let me think about it. Has to be shown. I don't know what to do, and I think this is what President Ra's point was. We were having a really bad moment. There was too much happening. I couldn't tell what to do, and I don't know what to do. I don't have the experience in this.
That's true.
To know. I don't know what to do.
That's
I don't know what to
true.
do. And so he stepped in
Right.
and grabbed the wheel.
Right.
And I don't know, he wasn't supposed to do that. I could tell that he wasn't supposed to do that.
No, and I can feel that he did it with good intention, wanting to help, but it wasn't the right move. I see that
And
now.
then Luce shows up and he's saying, Get out.
That's true.
But Luce is so anxious, this is making it worse, not better.
That's true.
It's making it worse.
That's true.
I don't know what the answer is. What now?
What now? I'm seeing this image from an animated film of The Sword and the Stone when Arthur, who at the time is like a stable boy or a servant pulls a sword out of a stone, and then all the like big burly men go, "You're the king, you're the king," and he says, "I can't be the king," and he's like this little skinny kid, and it's pretty clear that he's not prepared to be a king.
Right.
He's this tiny little boy
who's been working in a stable.
And clearly a super good guy.
Yeah.
But that's not realistic.
Yeah, that's how it feels.
That's what it looks like.
Right. And everybody's saying, "What do we do?" And I say, "I have no idea."
That's right. And in the movie, they put him on a throne and they put this huge crown on his head. And he goes, "I've got to get out of here." And he runs out of the throne room.
Right. That's how it feels.
That's what it looks like.
Well, what do I know? I know that Luce showed up when he saw something that wasn't supposed to happen.
That's true.
And he made it better. Well, he intervened.
That's true.
And
he said, "This is wrong. This must change.
I'm going to do something." And if he hadn't shown up, then I guess I might be Phil speaking.
You feel like Phil.
I think I would have just let Ra do it, because he has ideas, at least, and I don't have any ideas.
That's true.
About what to do, and definitely it was feeling quite unworkable.
That's true.
I didn't know what to do. And I see how it's possible that I relate to Kosa, a kind of like, I want my mommy, you know?
Oh, that could be.
It's possible that's what's going on with that dynamic.
That could be.
And it's possible that's what's going on with Asha when she's
in
here.
Lynn-Life. That's possible.
It is. And that if we are just away from that particular person, then we act more responsible.
That's true. Like how grown men will turn into total babies when they're around their mommies.
Yes.
And they'll just like flop down and expect everything
to
be taken care of.
And literally whine. They will literally whine.
That's true.
Like, you sound like you're 10 years old.
That's true.
Be a man.
Oh yeah, that's a super unhealthy dynamic.
Yeah, it's an unhealthy dynamic.
Got it. I bet you that's what's going on with Asha and the Lynn-Life.
I think that's what's going on, and that's maybe what was the reason of Phil being here. I don't know who's speaking right now, because they're speaking about Phil in the third person.
It sounds like A-Ra. Feels like A-Ra.
It is A-Ra, but I don't know which one. It's not the one I think of as President Ra.
No.
Yeah, and it's not the one we call Jimmy Carter.
No. He's sitting in the back of a very fancy car, and he has a suit jacket. And a lot of papers.
He's not living the life that he meant to live.
No, he wanted to help.
Yes, and he thought
this would be the way to help.
Yes, but it isn't helping.
No. And now I'm starting to worry that I'm making it worse.
I think he is making it worse, because he's part of the power structure, and the power structure is rotten to the core.
That's true. And he can feel it.
He can feel it. He knows he's not making it better. And he kept going on thinking the opportunities would come for him to make it better.
Right.
And now he's seeing that it isn't shaping up that way.
That's true.
What now? How may we be of service right now to manifest the divine plan right now? What do I know? I know that this is not the place for these people to enter. They must enter like everybody else through the approach tunnel, take the basic training, and work their way up. They've got to work their way up. Everybody thinks that they're ready for this job just because of their previous background, but they don't have training in the Search for Truth rules. And this is a Search for Truth community, and our assignment is to upgrade the standards of integrity to that which will actually work to manifest the divine plan. And therefore, the person who's in this chair has to have the most integrity of anyone around.
That's true.
Now I'm starting to feel a little bit more like Phil
Like
again.
Phil, that's true.
I think I'm just here to hold the space for Kosa while these other windows of opportunity are open, but it doesn't even make any sense for me to be holding open windows of opportunity for anyone who hasn't been a long-term member of this community. That doesn't make sense.
That's
because
true.
they aren't versed in the trainings.
That's
and so
true.
why don't we just have Kosa come and call it a day? Where's
Oh, that's a really good question.
and then I can go back and work in thing 1, and she can be here. It makes more sense for her to be here and me to be there than for her to be there and me to be here. This doesn't make any sense.
That's true.
I know what to do in thing 1. I've
That's
been
true.
working there. I have no idea what to do here. I mean, none.
That's true.
Whose
still-
window is this? So what do I know?
Yeah.
I know we have our Ra in kind of like a, I don't know what it is. It's a glowing orb of gel.
That's true.
And it needs someone to be like a
Holder.
host.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like a host.
Maybe I could just hold it. And maybe if I held it in my heart, I would know what to do. But then what will happen to me?
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay. Maybe that's what the window is open for this. Well, or in my head.
It would be better to hold it
Ooh.
in your head, maybe.
Yes, that's what I'm trying right now. I feel calmer.
I feel calmer and there's a tingly in the head.
Somebody, maybe it was a Ra speaking through this body, used to talk about nested merges.
That's true.
In teaching advanced level techniques, higher level techniques, would talk about nested merges. That's what this feels like. Is that Ra is merging into, I feel like Phil,
Yes.
who is merging with the Lynn-Life, the physical life.
Yes.
Maybe I will know what to do next time something happens.
That's true.
What do I know? I know that women can be pregnant, and they're kind of like being a host presence for a developing entity.
That's true.
And how is that different?
It's not that different at all.
No.
It's just holding on to something while it grows strong enough to stand on its own.
Right. Maybe.
Pretty
Maybe
much
that's
the
what we're
same
doing.
thing.
Maybe I could do that. I know I wouldn't fight him. If he says what to do, I will gladly do it, because I have no idea what to do.
That's true.
And now I feel the window is shut.
Clunk. That's true.
Okay.
I feel a lot calmer.
I do too.